Hello and welcome once again to a Perceptionary card reading, and we're looking at September for this month 2022, and I hope that you've all been well. I mean, we've had glorious summer here, heat waves, sunshine, hardly any rain, which has not helped the farmers at all. Now again, just to recap for you, these are Perceptionary cards which I have created, so they look very much like this. And you can get your own set through my website, which is emilyjbaker.co.uk. You just click on the shop area and you'll be able to go straight through to the Perceptionary cards there, as well as the Perceptionary art. I will put also a link in the description for you as well, so you can get your own pack as well. And I tend to send them out as soon as I know that you would like a pack. It's 49 of them. They're all very, very different. And you can read them any which way around. So if you haven't seen my videos before, I'm going to show you how I do a reading with these cards, and that's what I do. I look at the month of, I don't know, we looked at month of every month so far this year, and also I've done one for every month last year as well. So this is where what I tend to do each month. As you may know, that I'm also a spiritual medium and a psychic artist. I also do complementary healthcare, so I do aromatherapy and reflexology. All of this you'll be able to find through my website. So that's the plugging over and done with. And I'm sorry, I've also forgotten to say that I also do a podcast as well called The Spirit Guiders. And again, I will put in a link for that to Spotify for you as well. So you can have a look at that. Lovely. So right, what I've done is just shuffle the cards. I've been talking to you. I haven't actually looked at the cards. They're all face down, which is that way around, so I don't get to see what the patterns are. I've just had a quick look, so in turning those cards around to you. So I'm just going to shuffle them again. And again, there isn't really how many times should you shuffle the cards. It's only when it feels right for you. And when you kind of get to pick a card. Now it has happened that I have chosen the same cards for different months. Okay, that does not mean there aren't any 49 cards, as you know, but that does sometimes happen as well. So you will get to see it firstly, and here we go. Oh my gosh, okay, so I've got a feeling it's going to be this way around. Now what I have found in doing these videos is that I tend to get to see more when I'm looking at the screen and talking directly to you than when I turn the card around. Now for me, I've got a feeling that this card is automatically going to go around this way, but I am going to try to have a look to see if that is right. So I'm going to turn the card around. And again, you know, it kind of gives you a slightly different image and a different feel to it. Yeah, it's not too bad. And there's a different image now up here. I'm seeing a sheep's head. And I know that that's my brain because I've just been talking to somebody about a place in Ireland called Sheep's Head. Yeah, Sheep's Head Mountain, I think, or hill or something like that, pass or some place like that. So that's why I'm seeing that one. So, you know, I do try to kind of give you upfront news. That's all right. That way around is okay as well, but I want to go that way around because I just kind of went, wow, that energy is the energy that actually grabbed me, which is all here. So the way to look at the cards, I tend to look at the colour or imagery, and it's both. In this instance, firstly, I normally go for colour, then I go for imagery, but this way around, I'm actually going to do it slightly differently this month because it's grabbing me and I can't remove it at all. So I'm going to go for the imagery first of all. Here I'm getting to see a person here, another person's head here. I'm getting to see somebody here, there's somebody's back here, there's another face here. It is full of faces. I'm seeing 1, 2, 3 people up at the top up there as well. So yes, and in fact there's more kind of, for me, people down here as well. So it's a very vibrant card. It's a card that is showing me, for if I'm looking at the month of September, lots of energy going all over the place and fire. For me, this is all, it's a rising heat, it's that fuming. And then also this green here, for me, that's very much about a learning. Okay, so we're going to go through a learning curve, but it's probably be through the baptism of fire, unfortunately. Or that we have to go and jump from one pan to another and then do the learning consequences or whatever afterwards. So have a look out for that. This red colour here is also about passion, and hence why I'm saying jumping from one thing to the other. It's about passion. And for me, this person here looks like they're holding up their hand here and here, so they're kind of going, yay! And again, it's very much a vibrancy to it, an energy to it. It's not a still card. September is not going to be a still month. Now, I purposely now try not to listen to the news on any circumstances, because for me that is just too depressing. But I do try not to listen to it, and even when it comes up hourly on the radio, I try to zone out of it. Luckily, they just give the headlines and move on. When it comes to discussions on the radio about headlines or whatever, I turn that off. I don't want to be influenced by that. I don't want to be hearing about it. I want to stay focused. And this is actually reconfirming that, but maybe for me, but also for you, I feel. It is very much a centered here card, not out here, but very much here. And it is very much about your own passions, your own goals, your own aims. Now, you may have to do some learning, all right, to get to those center points. You have got grounding, which is down there as well at the bottom. But again, it's very much moving forward. It's fast paced. It's not going to be slow. It's not going to be a month where you're going to be able to sit on your laurels and kind of go, oh no, it'll be fine. No, you're not going to have that kind of energy. It's almost as though you're going to have excess energy. And so beware that you have that excess energy. What are you going to do about it? What are productive things? I feel as though this needs to be productive. Don't, you've got the fire going, and you've got the flames kind of going. You're ignited. You're passionate about it. Put it into something. All right, put the energy into creating something. And that's where I kind of get the learning coming in. It may be that. It may be actually that you're putting your energy into doing that creativity of learning on that subject. Okay, so I'm just, I've done the mistake. I've turned it around and I'm kind of going, no, can't see it. I cannot see it. So from there, I can see it really clearly. If I pull it up forward, again, you see other thing. Oh, look, there's another face there. There's another face there. Now, if you've seen my videos before, you've probably gone and said, oh my gosh, yes, she does that all the time, poking out faces and says, oh, look, I'm seeing something. See, this looks like a person here, a shrouded person. So is that a teacher? Is that somebody who's also kind of igniting the fire? Is that somebody who's giving you the passion as well? So have a look out for that as well. But for me, I feel as though that's very much the centre, the equinox, if you like, the point, the pinnacle of where things happened. Right. So I turned the card around and I did say, oh, that's kind of interesting. Yeah, okay. And in fact, it was that way round, wasn't it? Where I actually saw the sheep's head. Well, that's not the only thing I did see, actually. I saw a person here with, almost looks like a scarecrow. A kind of like a trilby farmer's hat, so a tweed hat is what I'm seeing. Wearing a jacket, long face, mouth open, and an arm kind of going, oh, I don't know. And doing that, oh, I don't know what to do. So I also have that feeling that we're going to be overwhelmed. All right, so we've got all of this going on, which is great. I'm going to go here, there and everywhere and do everything. But also the other side of that coin, because look, it's that way around. I've turned it that way around. The other side of it is being overwhelmed. And for me, I know if I get overwhelmed, I freeze. And a lot of us do freeze. We just kind of go, whoa, hang on a minute. I don't know what to do. I don't know which way to go. And for me, there's a person there clearly representing that I don't know what to do. Which way do I go? Tell me which way to go. Am I right in going left? Am I right in going left, right, whatever? Should I go here? Should I go there? It's going to be, for some people, you are going to feel very overwhelmed with September. Now, from my memory, and I haven't looked back at the video, I must confess, I believe that I kind of went and said, August is going to be a quiet month. I can say it has been kind of a quiet month, but it is going to be one of those months that if it is quiet for you, you're going to need to recharge your batteries. Hello, September is telling you that. And also, when we're looking at this way around, it's still very much energetic. And here we are, we've got that base of that learning going on. Now, when I say learning can be learning something that new, physically, actually learning towards an exam if you want, learning towards a career, learning, or it can be just life skills. Learning about yourself, rediscovering yourself, finding out that actually you really hate tomatoes. And one of the things that I've recently learned is, and I don't drink anymore, is actually when I've looked back and I've looked at alcohol, I've really not really liked the taste of it. Why did I drink something I really did not like? And again, it's that peer pressure. It's that kind of needing to socialize and feel okay that it's that we have to have a drink. And to be part of this crowd, to be part of. And actually, it may be more of a case of you're able to stand up for yourself and be able to say, do you know what? You know what? I really just don't like alcohol, or I just really don't like this, or I know, but actually looking back on reflection and thinking about it, I really don't like it. And finding that out about yourself. So it's a really kind of, it's an interesting card, this one, because it does give you, as someone would say, the light and the dark, okay, the two sides of the coin, very much so on this card. So we've got that very much energetic, rushing around all over the place, leaping, dancing, whatever it is. And yet we have the very much stillness of kind of going, okay, I'm exhausted, which way do I go? I still have this passion, this excess energy, what do I do with it? Where do I put this passion? And again, I go back to creativity. So when we have a look at it this way around, okay, this way, again, I'm seeing this person here. I'm seeing this person, and there is green in it. I've just had a look. And there is brown there as well. So that brown is very, again, this is kind of like a fiery energy, but again, it's grounded, all right? So it's kind of one of those, would I call it a slow burn? No. But I would call it a continuous burn, and I would call it one where you're not able to necessarily put out the embers quickly. All right, so I would just watch out for that. I'd love to hear your comments. I'd love you to put in some comments. Let me know what you think. Let me know if what I'm saying in the cards resonates for you. If it is a case of, oh my gosh, yes, the X month was perfectly right. This month, and it could be that you're actually seeing different things in the card to what I'm seeing and being able to pick up. And that's perfectly okay. Because when I'm looking at the cards, it's my perception. And I'm giving you my interpretation of my perception. When I do a reading with these cards, I do give my interpretation of what I'm seeing. I also do ask people, what is it that you see? Because there's some people who do see things. And I go, okay, well, for me, this is what that means, etc. But what does it mean for you? Because you are the one who's seen it. You have, it may be a case that you're seeing a dolphin, for instance, leaping out of the water, which is, for me, about playfulness, but that may not be the same for you. So that's why I call them perceptionary cards, because the interpretation is very much on the individual. All right, so it's very much kind of, there's no right and wrong with these cards whatsoever, okay? There's no one person better than the other person with these cards. Truly there isn't. So again, I looked at this this way around. In fact, that's starting to look like an angelic person there as well. I'm seeing somebody there as well. So I know that there's going to be lots of people around. It's going to be busy. It's going to be a busy month, September. There's lots of preparation. And while I'm looking at this, the card has actually just changed for me. I'm seeing kind of two people here, and they're practical. They're, one looks like they're blowing up bellows, which these are the bellows. This is the head, this is the hat. There's another hat here, another face just there, arm coming out, coat being flung out to the side, almost looks like they're wearing a kilt while I'm looking at that. So I know, but they're active again, they're helping out this person here. And it may be a case that you are doing lots of helping and healing and looking after other people. But I feel as though this isn't still. This is not still this way around. This is still going on a journey. Feels like they're moving forward. They're coming towards this way on this journey. They've taken what they're learning and they're taking it with them. They're taking that vibrancy, that enthusiasm to learn about things and taking it, sapping it all in and using that to help them on their way, and where they're meeting other people and helping them out in whatever way is needed. And you may find that's your case in point for the month of September as well. Again, it is not, if you are sitting still, it's a case of that you're probably overwhelmed. It is not going to be a month where you are going to be sitting there kind of going, well, I have nothing to do, I'm bored. If you come across anybody who tells you that they're bored, I wouldn't believe them. Not from this card, actually. I would very much say that from this card, it's very much an energetically flowing card. It may be steady, it may not be erratic, but it's still a steady stream of moving forward and going in the right direction. Okay. So as we started, that's the way that we started with this card, this way around. And maybe next month I'll pull it so that it comes out that way. You know. But like I said, I see it as this way around. It's very much vibrancy. In fact, when I look at this person here now, it looks like it almost looks like a toddler kneeling down, wearing dungarees. The head here, arm here, the back here, the bottom here, and there's its legs. Looking at this person here, they may be playing an instrument. To me, that almost looks like an instrument. Could be a cello, a lute, something along those lines, a stringed instrument, guitar maybe. And listening to that. But again, it's that vibrancy, it's having that people. People are going to be very important to support each other in the month of September. We're going to need each other in one form or another, whether it's people needing that other person to heal them, or if it's a case of other people coming in around and listening to music. And it could be concerts and all the rest of it. But that's also a form of healing as well. And just enjoying yourself and being present around that energy of those other people. So again, it is a very much, I'm not going to say that, because I don't do stars, I don't do astrology. I don't really I don't understand astrology. It's over my head. I apologize. If I had to put this card to any month, it would be to one who was perhaps a fire sign, actually. It's very much their colours, their card. It's very much that kind of a thing. I would also say with this card, though, it is one where it gives you that stability, gives you that energy and helps you move forward. And I feel as though people are going to have some fantastic ideas. They're going to be looking outside of the box to actually problem solve as well. So don't dismiss that one about problem solving and being creative with your problems and kind of going, well, okay, how do I do it? Well, okay, let's think outside of the box. Or what do you normally do? Well, let's do the complete opposite, maybe. To actually get to your own goal. So yes, it's always about a flow, it's about movement, it's about not sitting still, and if you are sitting still, it's being overwhelmed. So take the support from the people around you to help you on that next stage. So that's the month of September for you. Thank you very much. I hope that you've enjoyed that reading. I know it's a very quick reading. But hopefully that you've enjoyed this little video. Please let me know, put a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you have enjoyed it. You can also find this video on my website. Again, it's emilyjbaker.co.uk. Please let me know. I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to hear if you think that what I have given you it has resonated more than anything else. And even if it's a month later and you've looked at it and kind of gone, oh my God, yes, yes, yes. Because I know that it's a lot of information to take on board very quickly. It's and you might sit there going, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. And then actually when you look back on it, and it is, a lot of the time it's hindsight, really is. But yes, I find that works very well for me using these cards. And in fact, I know that when I've written out horoscopes, I know I don't do star signs, I know. But when I have used it for horoscopes and stuff, I've used my perceptionary cards for that as well, with that intention in mind. So again, you can get the perceptionary cards through my website. I hope that you've enjoyed just have a look at this card. It's still, even when I turn around and look at it face to face with it, it's just so much stuff is going on in there. There is just and you may have frozen the video, you just may have pressed pause so you could have a look at it a little bit clearer, and expanded it on your phone or whatever. I'm not technically minded, but it is a video. It is very much a card that is just full of stuff going on. So I wish you all the best of luck for September. I know you're going to enjoy it. I don't see it as being a depressing month. I may see it as being slightly overwhelming for some people, but I do see it that we're going to be taking it steadily. We're going to have lots of energy. We're going to have that vibrancy to get up and go. Let's move things, shift things. Let's use creativity of looking outside. Creativity now, I've said it at least 10 times, so please bear that one in mind. Think outside of the box, think in a different way. So thank you very much for listening. I look forward to seeing you next month. Please subscribe to my channel. If not, drop me a line. Love to hear from you, and I look forward to seeing you next month. Take care. Goodbye.